Oh, Warner Brothers, how you like to tease us. First, we got a first look through Entertainment Weekly with stills of the movie. Then we got a little video montage just like this one of what's to come to HBO Max and in theaters simultaneously with some clips from Mortal Kombat. Basically what's showing Sub-Zero making his, ice sword. Now we have another montage clip, which I think came out during or after the AT&T earnings call. Coincidence? I think not. And now we have what people are calling a teaser, basically, because there's enough clips, I guess. I think I compiled it's like 6 seconds. Enough time, to show more clips from the movie. I guess that's a teaser. I don't think it's a proper teaser, but, hey, it works. So I'm going to basically give my reaction and break down some of the stills from the Mortal Kombat HBO Max teaser. And yeah, let's get right into it. So as you can see, playing as I'm talking is the video clips that were shown through the video montage. And we have the same clip we saw before of Sub-Zero making his ice dagger. We have Hanzo Hasashi basically fighting off some people we assume are Lin Kuei or some bad guys that are attacking his village and him. And then we have our band of misfits, the ones that are the good guys. We have Kano, Liu Kang, it looks like, Sonya Blade, and the new guy Cole Turner, who is basically set off on their journey to, I guess, join the tournament. I guess that's what it looks like. I haven't had a chance to look at that still yet. Kind of get sidetracked. Yeah, it looks like it's a mountain or something, a tent. But other than that, we get the logo, and then we, of course, get Sonya Blade pointing to something on the map. Then we get the picture of Mortal Kombat, which I'm going to break down here in a minute, give my thoughts about that. And then, of course, what everybody's talking about online is the backside of Sub-Zero showing off more of his powers as he's kind of, I guess, walking down an alley or a street. So that's what we have so far. And just from these clips, I'm still trying to get a feel for what the tone is of the movie. Now, I know this is going to be like an action movie, and I have to keep telling myself that, from the game, the video game, which has like a lot of, vibrant colors to the characters and, details to their costumes and their outfits and their weaponry and stuff like that. And I'm also trying to take into account like what they do in the animated movies, because like, just for instance, like Sonya Blade reminds me very much of how she looked in the, Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge movie or cartoon. And so I'm getting some, remnants of that. Even like Sub-Zero, I know a lot of people are saying that they're reminded of like the MK9, MKX Sub-Zero. So there's elements I feel like they're picking from all over the franchise. I'm just still trying to get a feel for what it's like in the real life. Now, I know like in the 90s, even, the first movie and the second one, we got, where the studio was using costumes that had more colors added to it versus more of like a real feel. And I kind of have to tell myself, well, Justin, that's okay because, Marvel does it all the time. Just because someone's costume, like Wolverine, for instance, he's not getting that yellow, leotard suit or spandex suit, with the yellow and blue we're all used to. So we got something different and we got used to it. So I guess I'm just trying to like get myself ready for that. But overall, I think from the clips, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I really just wish we'd get a trailer already. This thing is going to, land in April, which I know is still a ways away. But, I think if we have a trailer, at least one, maybe like an official teaser trailer that gives us a little bit more clips, and then a trailer after that that kind of like breaks down the story for people that don't know about Mortal Kombat, then the movie, I think that'll be better overall. So let's go ahead and switch over and look at the actual stills that everybody's been talking about online and kind of go through those, and I'll give my thoughts. So these are the main ones a lot of people are talking about. So from the right-hand corner, we have Sonya Blade obviously pointing on a map, and you can tell from wherever she's at, I don't know if that's her house, like I see like maybe like a dining room table or some type of structure or something in the very back corner, kind of over her shoulder. So maybe it's like an office or her house or something. Other than that, probably like a squad room. I'm guessing she's not like at her house. I'm guessing she's, wherever Jax, would be. Anyways, you can see that she's been tracking something or someone throughout all this time, or someone's been doing that, because there's all these little sticky notes over the wall. Reminds me of that scene from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So she's obviously pointing at something, which leads to the Mortal Kombat still, which is a photo of someone on the wall. And what I find interesting about this is the way it was written. Now, I know that, wherever it was taken from, you can obviously see there's some like glyphs or language underneath that from wherever this was taken from. So this could be from like Outworld, maybe, I don't know, possibly, or it could be from somewhere in the United States that references Outworld. You know, I kind of thought about that. You can see from like the red text around Mortal Kombat that it's like repeated or, you know, kind of stamped. It's just very odd looking, almost, dare I say, like Tim Burton-esque. I don't know, that's what it reminds me of. Something very Tim Burton, kind of horror-like, not really traditional Mortal Kombat. Not that I'm expecting like the text from the logo or from the game or something, but just, I don't know, it doesn't really invoke, you know, anything like, oh yeah, let's go figure out what Mortal Kombat is. It just kind of looks weird. You know, let me know your thoughts below about what you think about the text overall on the wall. It may not matter to some people, but a backwards L looks like a backwards M possibly, or just a weird M. The L, the K is backwards. You know, the B is backwards. Just kind of weird looking. But overall, I like that it's kind of, you know, more ancient like. At least it looks like it's been there for a while. Or if someone put it there, that can explain all the weird stamping around it. But other than that, then we move over to the Sub-Zero still. And what I really liked about this was we get more of an idea of what his overall costume is going to look like. And just from this still alone, he really does look like what he looked like in MKX, which I thought is awesome. I do like that we're not getting, you know, super cartoony, but not super like so deviated from the source material that we can't even recognize who these people are unless said by name, which I know that we don't want. Now, what I will say is, if you notice what he does with his hands, it seems like the very same kind of motion we get from the original movie. You know, kind of like this you know, hand and glove thing, where it's kind of like this like cupping. And he's kind of cupping the power, kind of like, you know, sourcing the power like that. I don't know if that's like a stance that a lot of people do, but I just kind of noticed that in some of the clips and stuff, like he's doing the same thing. Even like with his, you know, kind of knife, he does that same thing, or his sword, excuse me. What I will say is I looked in here and I was looking through this still and I was like, is that a Mustang on the left-hand side? It looked like a Mustang to me. You know, I'm a kid of the 90s and I kind of recognize cars pretty well. Not like an auto enthusiast, but just, you know, I like to read about cars and stuff. But I'm really observant. I think that looks like a Mustang. So I guess I'll have to wait till the movie comes out. But I'm like, he's going to destroy all those cars. What is that going to do? But it looks like he's in the city somewhere. I'm not really sure where he's at. I was trying to look that up. It was like Asia, or if it's somewhere like the United States, like New Orleans, kind of maybe. Maybe it's LA. No, we're not really sure. But maybe, I know in the synopsis or some of the stuff that's been going around, it's like Sub-Zero's trying to hunt Cole Turner down. So maybe this is happening while Cole Turner is at an MMA fight, I thought. Or maybe he just finished a fight and he's hanging around and then Sub-Zero knows where he's at and he's going after him. I thought that's probably what it is. So we'll have to wait and see, but I just think from what we've seen so far, just from this teaser clips put together, I think the parts that stick out to me, as far as what I'm more excited about, is what they've shown of Sub-Zero. Now, I know we saw some stuff about Hanzo Hasashi fighting and stuff like that, but I think for most people, they're going to be more excited when he actually is Scorpion, you know, in that Scorpion form, more towards the middle and end of the movie. So for me, just from this, I'm more excited about Sub-Zero, and I'm more excited about, you know, Sonya Blade. I like how we haven't seen anything about Shang Tsung. Maybe we'll see like the actual trailer. More of Kung Lao. Who else? You know, more of Jax. Just more of the villains of the movie. We haven't seen anything about Melina. And then I think Natara is supposed to be in it. So we haven't seen a lot of those people. And they may surprise us, you know, with those characters in the movie. Hopefully they're in it for more than just cameos and they don't just die off. But I'm really looking forward to this movie. And I hope that fans, including myself, will give it a chance. I know the Cole Turner thing is still causing some drama, and that there's theories out there about, you know, he's actually going to be Johnny Cage, you know, just not called Johnny Cage. There's all sorts of things going on. I think overall it doesn't really matter as long as this movie does the genre justice, or the franchise justice, and is good enough to start a franchise. I would love to have a Mortal Kombat 2. And it'd be just like the games and kind of gets us going in that same scenario, and like Mortal Kombat 3, because we'll get more characters and stuff like that. Now, do we need Mortal Kombat 11? No. But, you know, once we get to a certain stage, they can start like they did in, well, they try to do in Mortal Kombat Annihilation and kind of make it 2 and 3 together. So overall, I'm happy with the clips. I want more. I want more content. You don't have to give me the movie in the trailer like a lot of times it happens, but just give me something. give me something to sink my teeth into. Like, give me a true teaser trailer, then give me a trailer, like an official trailer, and yeah, up into the movie. I know I was reading something about possibly there could be a trailer that drops at the Super Bowl, but then again, as Grace Randolph pointed out on Beyond the Trailer, that Warner Brothers isn't really known to, release trailers at the Super Bowl, but times have changed, and maybe they're trying to really get out HBO Max, so they might do that since they're trying to push their streaming service. So I'll have to wait and see. But let me comment below what you think about the teaser clips that came out from HBO Max. What do you think about the stills? Are you excited about the movie still? Are you not excited about the movie? Do these images and the clips get you pumped? Let me know below. And that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. If you want more like this one, make sure you hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys next time on the Mashup.